Hey everyone, who's here? Let me see. Hey Kirk71, hey LG, hi Cash, hi I hate these. Hold on 1 second, my little one's coming. Sorry guys, my little one came out. But where was I? LG, Cash, I hate these. Kirk71, Villanova, Molly's Moose Knuckle, T Kelly. Hi everybody. So how's everybody doing after these last couple days? I actually have a video that I got of Molly, one of her lives from the other day, um, that nobody else I don't think has shared much of. So I might actually be able to show something different. I'm not going to stay cammed up though because it's easier for me with the kids. When my husband's not here, I've got to take care of both of them. I ate all the snacks. What snacks did you have? You didn't share? I had to change it. I set it for 3:15, and then I forgot my daughter had a playmate or a friend from her dance class coming over for them to practice their recital dances. So for an hour after school, I forgot all about that. And the mom called and reminded me. I was like, oh shoot. So I had to change it. My head is spinning with all the crap that's going on. Yeah, it's a lot. I think that everybody knows I'm not a Molly fan, nor a Mallory fan. However, I do think at the start of this, Mallory did this in part for content. Um, I don't think she thought it was going to spin out of control like it has. Make a PayPal was pulling in way more views than Moose Knuckle. Yeah, she's going to implode because of the exact same drama. Exactly, and she knew that. Mallory, whatever you want to call her, she knew that, and that's why she did it. The mods deleted my question. I'm sure they did, Gash. I don't think it can. I don't know if I can from here or not. No. Okay. But yeah, I just think Molly is a little bit right there. I think she's mad that Mallory didn't consult her because I do believe Molly would have ran with it too. But now I think it has gone beyond that, primarily because of Molly. But I still can't give any grace to House of Williams. I just can't. She's used it to do nothing but beg. And she sets this goal every day that her subs have to meet in super chats. Okay. Must be nice to have money like that to throw around. But I don't feel sorry for Molly. She gets what she deserves. Uh, give it a week and she'll be fighting with Laura for content. And Laura's using her to peddle them damn candles in her chat because that's all she does is go in Molly's live chats and sell her candles. I started at 360 without you guys. T. Kelly, you having a day. Hi, Forgotten Whispers. Yeah, I seen Uni was going to go live. Did he go live? I had to supervise the dance practice, of course, because the videos are on my phone that they're using to practice with. Not a fan of either one of them, but Mallory seems like she's genuinely upset. You know, to a degree, I can get it because, but Mallory knows Molly. She's been at war with Molly. She knows how low. There is no low too low for Molly, and Mallory knows it. And Mallory's going to do her spin on it. She's gonna She's gonna flip the tides. I don't know why they had to put on such a show though for her. And if she wasn't feeling good, just cancel your weekend. It's that simple. But yeah, that's a whole. But Mallory also thinks she should be treated like she's royalty or something, and she's not. She's a YouTuber. I mean, it's all stage drama, in my opinion. They had a tryout when PayPal Mal went to Moose Knuckles for the couch unveiling. Yeah, that's hi Welsh. Yeah. See, I do believe that this was done for content and a money grab because Mallory's raking it in. I think it maybe went a little too far, and I think Mallory's a little bit more sensitive than Molly when it comes to things. But yeah, maybe Molly's mad because she's missing out, but she's not because people are giving her money right and left because she's unfortunately using her mom. That's so sick. I mean, how do you go from sitting there crying if someone's terminally ill, and then you turn around and you talk about freaking seaweed? Oh, give me a break. But I'm going to play this. This is a live from, I can only play it because until I get my laptop Wednesday. And if it doesn't come, I'll tell you what, it took me 10 days to get my money back off Best Buy. 3 days longer than they said it would. If Amazon does not deliver my laptop on Wednesday, I seriously am going to need some bail money here because someone's getting blowed up. I have had it with this laptop. I even picked a different laptop because I thought that maybe it was trying to tell me that I wasn't supposed to have that laptop. Anyone else got Crackle? Hi, Andy. All right, I'm going to play this. This was Molly. I haven't had a chance to do much with it to even go through it, but this was Molly that night, the day this all broke out. I mean, she's pretty much streamed nonstop since. We all know she don't even stop to eat. She eats all the time on live. But I took out the unboxing as much as I could.
Oh, my goodness, love. What the fuck is this?
She's talking about Laura's candles.
What the hell is this? English Garden. Oh, this is so pretty. Which one is that?
I'll try to fast forward it.
You know what this smells like? This smells like the hallway of the W Hotel.
Okay, why are you telling someone their candles smell like a freaking hotel? That's not a compliment.
English Garden smells like the W Hotel. The W, you know when you close your eyes and it brings you back? It smells like the W Hotel. Mm-hmm.
My sound is crackling. Okay, let me turn it down. Hi, dear Krabby.
Yeah. That scent brings me back to the W Hotel.
That's perfect because a candle should be an experience. It's not a smell; it's an experience.
This is something that, like, when you walk into a hotel at night, and it has that nighttime
Maybe I'll get the headphones.
vibe.
Let me get the headphones. I'll be right back.
And you hear and you go over to the cocktail area, and everybody's kind of dressed up, and they have the cocktails, and everybody's sitting down. That's what that reminds me of, and it sounds like that's the smell of a kind of place of where they have a rooftop bar. So if you're looking for like a rooftop bar experience with I'm gonna say a chic kind of nighttime chic.
Okay, let me know. Oh, that really messed up my hair. Let me know if that helped. Something with the mic, yeah.
Like a nighttime W Hotel.
Okay.
On like a Thursday.
Can you guys hear me now?
Wow, you even got the day down and everything.
I'm just. Hold on. Hold on.
house were nice.
Oh my
Oh, great. So my neighbor just
hotel
I had to come in the
sets.
house. My neighbor decided to do lawn work.
Do you see that? Does anybody see that coming up where they're selling these hotel sets, where they're selling Ritz-Carlton, where they're selling Four Seasons? That's what these are. You're doing the same thing.
So what's your next description? I liked your first. Everyone liked your first description.
It smells like the lobby.
Is it still crackling?
It smells like a lobby.
Is it still crackling? Hello? Did I freeze up? Yes, it's still crackling. What the hell is going on? I don't want to have to go out and go back in. Maybe if I go out, no, then it'll end my live. Something with StreamYard. It is better for you? Only when I move. Okay. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to get back to this. I have to play this because of what she says in between.
In a hotel, and you're about to go to an Easter brunch.
Okay, then is that fresh cut grass or is that pink roses? One of them is pink rose.
Oh, this phone. I'll be right with you guys. This stupid phone. Oh, I cannot wait to get my laptop and be able to stream the right way. I have no idea what they're talking about.
That might be that pink one.
They're talking about Laura's candles.
This one says,
I'm going to see if I can get
Rose
through
Garden.
this.
Okay.
Yeah. In the inside, the day room, and we have a magnolia tree outside, and then the dog's name is Violet. So
She's bragging about what
violets
she
don't
has.
really have a smell, but you can taste them. Wow. Thank you. This is very, very nice. I love them.
Okay.
But you have 4 big ones. You have rose. You have all right. So
You have to brag about how many you sent her for free, right?
I didn't brag for that. For a long time, people were like, "We want color."
Oh no, I've heard her candles aren't that good. I've never bought one. Hi, Marie.
My now. My number 2 fucking one.
Of course she's
get
eating.
an SEO expert though, because SEO is not my fucking money. I should.
Yeah, we got it.
How about I say I'm throwing you under the fucking bus and say I'm leaving heels on the fucking ground?
I can see her saying that. I totally can.
You think that I'd be okay with what she did?
No, but I'm saying I can see her doing that.
I will not. No, I took her wrenches away tonight. I want nothing to do with her. You'll never see me on a panel with her again. I think she's a fucking fraud. I think she's cold. I think she's one of the meanest fucking people. She's up there with Tiffany. Fuck her.
Stop. Don't talk about Tiffany.
Ew, you're friends with Tiffany?
Yes.
Oh,
I like Tiffany.
fucking Lord.
Okay.
I'll never make up.
How many days has Molly been in these pink pajamas? Now, I know I've seen her in them a couple days. She said she deleted all her videos that had Mallory in them, but when I checked a little while ago, they were still there. I don't think she's going to delete them. But part of the problem was because Mallory said she did already take her wrench. Or was that in Betty's chat? Somebody took her wrench and she was upset about it. I managed to get 22 minutes of the crying stream before she made it private. Yeah. I'm running out of space on my iPad because I'm just on my iPad. So I have to, and there's a couple videos I'm working on for upload and I can't cancel them out. So I have to do it sparingly. I've been loading them to YouTube, but it's been giving me a hard time about putting them private until after I load them. It's been a pain in the butt. She needs to not go live so much.
Yes. I like Tiffany. Fucking Lord. I'll never make a dime.
Yeah, the wrench I hate peas. That's all they fight about.
That fucking fake lunatic gets on getting banged fucking ass. What is wrong with you?
She didn't just take one. She took both her wrenches. I guess she had a wrench on both her channels. Okay.
She hates you. Bat. Is she selling you candles? Probably not.
Not even online.
She's a fucking asshole too.
Wow.
What was the experience when she came to visit you? Apparently she was complaining that there was no soda. Apparently I didn't do enough for her. Fuck her. Fuck her. No, I was not part of that.
But, you know, people in my chat were saying something that it's kind of weird. I mean, it's honestly kind of weird, but have you noticed that she seems like she's trying to look like you?
What?
Is what everyone was saying, and I don't watch her enough to even see
She's
it.
got a long way to fucking go.
But then after I was watching the video, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she is trying to look like Marissa.
Oh
got a
my
long way to
God.
I thought about it. Maybe she is.
Okay, seriously.
No, I don't see it. She doesn't have blonde hair.
Oh, you said it would. No, she does now. Did you see it?
Does anybody really think that Mallory is trying to look like Molly? I mean, that's not even possible, but yeah.
Right? Yeah, she does.
Laura's really kissing
She's
Molly's
the exact
ass.
same color hair as you.
Yeah, so much drama for a wrench.
No, but people saying she's trying to look like you.
Nah.
She's gonna have to call from you to China.
I thought it was interesting. I was like, wow. Winston!
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you.
No offense, Molly, but I don't think Mallory wants to look like you. I don't think anybody wants to look like you. I may not be the best looking thing on this earth, but I'll take what I have. Thank you. And, yeah. You're Fupa twins. That's about it. Well, I guess. Fupa as far as I mean belly. That's what I'm talking about, the lower belly.
That's not going to show it. You honestly, I need me too, but
yeah, Laura is kissing big time
losing
ours.
focus of the people that are in her chat.
She's never had focus. Ever.
I think there's a resemblance, but Mallory is prettier. That isn't really a compliment.
All her decorations, all the decor were all funded by YouTube.
I'll put the cam back
Which is
on.
weird to me.
I knew my room is dark in here.
But
Oh,
I mean,
my
I
kids.
can't say anything. Those are her subs.
My
If
hubby
they
got
wanna
called
do
into
it, do
work,
it.
so
Nothing I can do. I'm not gonna call it out. I'm not fucking Queen Bee. But I do. I think it's weird.
thank goodness.
About money, money, money. Well,
That's all Molly ever talks
I
about.
do that. Okay.
How much everything costs and how much she just blows needlessly on the most ridiculous stuff. She's DoorDash's best customer in Hershey, PA. You can bet on that.
I mean, I don't have I don't hate her. I'm not mad at her or anything. I just don't want her.
I do find her funny.
Oh, Bombshell's funny too at times. She's still an asshole.
I definitely.
Laura's really as full of herself as Molly is.
On fucking YouTube, I do. But I didn't realize how fucking cold she is. That's what it comes down to. She comes down as, and I think she showed everybody today how really cold she is. And selfish. That whole live today was me,
Weird.
me. And I had to get
LG, you remember Charlie and his multi-universes? I feel like I'm floating in one right now with what Molly's saying, because everything she's sitting here saying is her, is what she does. Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Betty on the phone at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning to prove that she paid for her own fucking ticket. I had to pay for my own ticket, and Betty didn't. So just read into that, Laura. Listen, and chat. Read into that. What Mallory said. I had to pay for my own flight, and Bullhorn Betty did it. Bullhorn Betty said, I didn't pay for my own flight. So she expected me to pay for her flight.
Yep.
And everything to be paid for.
But
while she stayed in my house.
Wait a minute. But Molly, that's your fault, because that's the crap you do. You buy your friends. They are conditional friends. It's how much money are you throwing their way. And you always do crap like that and buy outlandish gifts for people and spend tons of money on people. That's your fault. It's because of what you do. Stop buying your friends. I mean, come on, Princess is, Wally Boy's roommate, in my opinion. But y'all even pay him to be around you. Have you ever had anybody in your life that you didn't have to pay? I mean, I'm just asking, because it's your fault. Am I wrong here? I mean, she's the one that pays everybody. Charlie is a teenager. Yeah, I know. I wonder if she makes a candle for Mooley called Meat Lovers. She probably would, T. Kelly. She probably would. I mean, she did a hotel scent so Molly could have the hotel scent. Why would... I don't know. And then she sent her a whole box of all her big, expensive candles, which... Why didn't she make her buy them? I don't know. And then gets mad when they walk away. Yeah, well... But yeah, she brought all this on herself. I mean, she does have receipts proving that she, cashed out Mallory at no less than $100 once or twice a month or more. I just don't understand why you got to give your friends money if they're really your friends. You don't have to constantly cash app them like that. Did they ever cash app her? No.
Be paid for while she stayed in my house. For one fucking thing, the bill, me, Gina, Princess chipped in. Princess chipped in that night that they went out. Oh, she felt so, Marissa's tired. Marissa's tired. She doesn't want to go to the gay club with us. Listen, I'm sorry. I am fucking exhausted. I was exhausted. Just remember. Thank you, Tony.
Then why didn't you cancel the weekend?
I was exhausted. I got no fucking sleep. I got no sleep. Mm-mm. And before I knew it, boom, she was showing up. Her thing, her flight ended at 7 o'clock in the morning.
But you knew she was coming. This was planned how many weeks ago? So why not just reschedule the trip or something else? But I mean, if you made commitments to go do things, I mean, I don't know, because I get both sides of this. Because we had a couple come down. A good friend of mine, a hairdresser from back home, and his husband came down and visited for a week, but it wasn't planned. It was like a couple days notice, but we still had to work at night, so I couldn't go out with them and stuff every night like I wanted to, but they understood that. This was just, I think Molly had been doing too much of the crap she does, because I don't believe Molly's sober. Why can't these simps realize Molly is a void? She doesn't care about any of them. They are disposable. Exactly, they are. Everything is disposable to Molly. When Molly gave Mallory designer shades, Mallory didn't even say thank you. That's a warning sign. Exactly. Mallory wasn't even appreciative of it. I watched that live, yeah. Mallory paid for the meal they ate. Not technically, no. The subs paid for it because they got more than enough right there sitting at that table over that little 5-minute drama about the bill than what they spent that night. I think when Mallory said the wife, she was talking about Princess. Fupa, fupa. Mallory is mentally ill and she's grasping for any attention along with the grift. No sympathy for me. Exactly. This is, like I said, I do believe to a degree this was set up. This was a setup because without the Dre drama, Molly wasn't bringing in the views and the cash apps and the PayPals and the super stickers and all that crap. And Mallory, she's begging every day. People are going to, run out of money. And they're just not going to be able to keep doing it every day. So I think I think this was a money grab and it went too far out of control. But you should have expected that with Molly. Do I think Molly really knew? Maybe not. Maybe not to, I mean, come on, Mallory. Why did you make a video saying you're leaving when you could have just called or texted her? It was for content. Because she's making all kind of cash apps and stuff right now. And she's meeting her daily goal 2 times over, she claims. So, and I think her daily goal is like, what, $100 or something like that? The cash apps Mallory got pissed Molly off. Yeah, exactly. They all share the same subs. A lot of the same subs. So it's going to cut into somebody's portion if they're always... given to Justin, given to Molly, given to Mallory, it was bound to happen. I'm just wondering where the split's going to be. Because, a lot of people are going to choose sides and flip-flop. And Mallory's going to put up with it because Mallory puts up with just about anything for a couple bucks. Because why else would she let Molly always talk to her the way she did? But then she wasn't always nice to Molly either. And she did expect Molly to pretty much buy her, pay for her. And that's just, but as far as Mallory got so much money that weekend behind this crap that it paid for her trip. And then Molly gave her that $200 gift card for the airline. So do I think Molly was a horrible hostess? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, girl, comb your hair. Get that freaking jacket, sweat jacket you had on for days. Let it, hold on. Sorry, guys. My kids again. I've never streamed at home without my husband here to watch them. She just clogged the whole freaking toilet up. Oh, God love her. I love that little girl, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Where was I? They sidetracked me. Molly. Um, I'll just play the video again so I get my train of thought back. Oh, kids, you gotta love them.
I haven't slept. And this is, and I'm not making an excuse, but this is the thing. I am not gay. I don't get anything out of going, oh my God, Tony, I love you. If only
I'm
you
not,
go on my Cash App.
but that doesn't matter, Molly. It's your friend. I have a blast when I go out with my friends to the gay clubs and stuff. I love going to a good drag show.
There's nothing there for, I'm not into the single scene. I'm not into the nightclub scene. I am not in my fucking 20s. I already have my shit going. I have a son in high school. I have a home. I have a fucking dog. I work.
Molly is talking into her mirror and pissed that it comes back. She's everything she's about.
As much as I fucking humanly could. She was taken care of. My husband was gonna pick them up when she called. Make sure that she. Nothing was.
All right,
was good enough.
Again, the kiddos.
Gina money. That wasn't good enough. Gina Diamond. Do you want to know what somebody sent me? This is what Gina Diamond said. This is one of my Patreons sent me a screenshot. It says, Gina Diamond. I took her fucking wrench away too.
Damn, you're taking everybody's wrenches away. You're kicking people out of your Patreon. What are you gonna have left?
Thank you, Mallory, for being such a kind friend to me. I will always appreciate you. And she bought us dinner and blessed me. Yes. At the table, because Gina had no money, Mallory gave her $100 and I gave her $150. And guess what? You have not seen Gina anywhere near my fucking channel today, have you? Thank you very much.
Why did you give her 150?
See what I mean?
Has no fucking place. She has no fucking money. She gave me $1.37 donation one night, and it was all the money she had. She had no fucking money, and we took her out.
But that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Molly pays for her friends. How can you even think that they're there for any other reason when the girl comes up, you guys take her out to dinner, you take her out for drinks, and she goes home with $250. Who made out in this one? No sound? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, I left my credit card at home on purpose. Yeah, she did say that. No, that's not true.
Back, okay.
We went back and we got my purse. I was very tired.
But you have Apple Pay, or you? I don't get it.
So now this Gina, who was on a phone call yesterday when all this was going down, she did a phone call when Molly was live. So now you're telling me now she's ghosted her? Is that the same person she's talking about? Quit giving people so much money. It's not like you even have it like that, Molly. It's not coming from you. It's coming from your subs. When are they going to wake up? I mean, it's great to be able to support a creator. I wish I could do a little bit more for creators than I do. But, I got kids. And, yeah, I that's one thing to do for creators, but you do it for anybody around, apparently.
Did not think of that. But this is the thing. I needed to go back there because my license was in my purse. I can't drive all the way out to Amishville, where she wanted to go, and I wanted to go too. We couldn't go there without my license. I can't drive without a license. What if we got pulled over?
Well, that's not centered.
I thought we had a nice time. We went to the Olive Garden. That was her choice. We ran up a nice big hefty bill. I paid for it. We went to Chocolate World. We had a nice time. I paid for everything. We went out when I picked her up from the airport. I took her to First Watch for a lovely brunch, breakfast, or whatever you want to fucking call it, breakfast. I paid for it. Of course, she's my guest. She had a lovely room. She had a beautiful room. I don't know what more I could have done for her.
Okay, look. T. Kelly says, you're comparing real friendships with the grifting Goonies. They are all about money and getting high, shit-faced, and more money. Not any emotional attachment. Let's face it, Molly has zero manners. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to pay people to be a friend. Yeah. And you know what? I didn't see anything wrong with Mallory picking up that dinner tab. I'm sorry, I just didn't. I mean, what's wrong with that? You're out with friends. I'm sure Molly did spend money on her. Because Molly's got to show off. I mean, the girl didn't even take that nasty-ass sweat jacket she's always in, that hoodie, and comb her hair. Fix yourself up a little bit if you're going out to have dinner with your friends. Don't go out looking like you just climbed out the bed. I mean, have a little bit of pride, self-respect. I don't know. At least comb your hair. How's that? I mean, yesterday in the live, she had that same damn hoodie on, and she had spilled something all over the front of it, and she's out getting food and stuff, going into the restaurant and stuff, looking like that. Didn't even comb her hair. Like, what? I mean, I don't even go to the bus stop on the corner with my daughter without combing my hair and stuff. Not the makeup, though. But this is ridiculous. This is just... And besides that, I knew that they weren't paying for that dinner because they had been begging from Molly's house to their subs. They were both live side by side at the same time, begging money to pay for their time out and stuff, and they were getting it. They got plenty of money. Mallory needs to stop. She got plenty to pay for that and then some. It's like, that's all people are to them. It's nothing else.
I mean, it's a house. And yes, I do understand what your side chat was saying, that people were giving donations to me and her at the same time for us to go out. Yes, that is true. That first night when we went to that Italian restaurant, I didn't think it was a bad idea that she took the bill. It was only $120 something, and Princess chipped in for it. And she gave me such an evil eye.
Didn't he just pay the tip?
I wanted to tonight just give her the fucking $120 and say, you know what, we're fucking even. And just call her a fucking pig.
Wow.
And the whole chat said no. Dad. The whole fucking chat was saying, don't you fucking dare. Laura was going, don't you fucking dare. The whole chat saying, don't you don't do it. And then the next day, we went to fucking Olive Garden. I paid for the whole thing. What was the difference? I think she wanted to pay for everything. Oh, yes. And then the $200 airline gift card that I gave her.
That's crazy.
She doesn't mention that, though, does she?
That's crazy. I can't even believe you did that. I mean, that was nice of you. I just couldn't believe you did it.
What the heck are you doing? I'm always eating again?
No,
it's whoa.
Basically, probably paid for an entire trip.
How about give your dog some attention?
Right?
I don't know. I didn't ask her. all the money that people are giving her is fucking gravy. It is all gravy. It's for her to spend on herself. She lives with her fucking mother. I don't live with my mother. I have fucking real bills.
Yep.
We know. You let everybody know.
I'm taking care of my mother. My stepmother's not
Wait a minute.
working.
Okay, wait a minute.
They decide they're going with my stuff.
Okay. I know she keep. I don't want to sound mean, but I'm so sick of her using her mom. Her mom is retired. She does get income. The stepdad, dad, whatever she calls him, whatever she's talking about half the time, I'm sure at their ages also has an income. Why all of a sudden is Molly paying all their bills when she didn't before? And I don't know. I just find that hard to believe. I just think it's just another grip for her. And it's really sad. When a friend of mine visits me, I fix breakfast, we get our own lunch, and then she pays for dinner one night, and I cook one night. Exactly. I mean, just because someone's here for 2 weeks, I don't pay for every dinner we go out to have. I mean, I'm sorry, I got life. They live for money. Anyone that can grip up missing kids or void of anything. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. They don't even cover those cases with with nothing but greed. They don't care about them. They don't.
If they decide they're going, if my stepfather decides I gotta go to Sam's Club or the supermarket or pick up my mother's prescriptions.
Okay, but she has insurance, so you have minimal copays, right?
That goes on my credit card.
Mm.
You want to see my fucking credit card, motherfucker? I'll show you.
But
this is what I have, and this is what I fucking owe, motherfucker. I got $2,000.62. And that's what I fucking owe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the live together.
Showing her phone to show everybody what she owes on her credit card. Hey, Gina Murray, isn't that? I mean, okay, you have a credit card, big deal. We don't need to know how much you owe on it. And Molly, you're doing this so your chat pays it off, and they will because they've done it before.
$9,992. So now I gotta depend on my fucking Patreon. Hopefully no one leaves. Hopefully I get more. But
oh my God, the dry bacon.
My YouTube money doesn't go into this account. It's another account.
But you make plenty of money off YouTube.
Taxes are coming. My husband pays that. That's like part of my Valentine's Mother Day gift. Oh, guess what? I get
I'm wondering. Yeah, no, I could say a lot about the tax thing, but yeah, I'll let that one go.
You'll be back in Patreon. Thank you. Oh no, taxes. Oh, I don't get a tax return. I don't get a tax return.
IRS screwed up mine. They owe me money.
And Molly, you're the one saying you made $170,000 last year, and that's just what you report. I'm sure you don't report all your Cash Apps and Venmos and PayPals. Yeah, okay. And your husband's probably making pretty decent, so yeah, you're gonna.
I don't have anything. What's
Okay.
Well, if you want to order candles, there you go.
Oh, now you're pushing Laura's candles.
That would be amazing if you could join the Patreon. That would be amazing.
Listen to her begging. Oh, that'd be amazing if you use your tax return and join my Patreon.
Guys, I don't have anything. That was it.
Unbelievable.
That's it. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't get no fucking tax return.
Poor baby.
They took $3,000 from me from 2020 because I never filed for YouTube. And so I owed them $3,000, and then they sent me a letter that they have to pay me $1,300 because they took too much. I'm like, sweet.
Okay, so Adrian told me that he would help with doing a YouTube video with me on how YouTubers can do their taxes. It's getting to be a little too late. He was supposed to do it weeks ago, but he was gonna do it with me.
The time.
Well, no. It's a little bit more. It's a little more complex than that. As far as what you can write in, you cannot. There's actually some things that would be very helpful that YouTubers don't know.
Of course, because we know Wally Boy knows everything.
Yes. No.
You write off the square footage.
Yes. You can only do your office.
Exactly. They become more lenient since.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can only do your office, my office is my patio around my pool. You think the IRS will let me claim that? Think Wally could maybe hook me up here? Because that sure would be nice. Oh, you did, T. Kelly? I love Go Lightly. Everything Go Lightly.
TurboTax, guide you right through.
He also, like with me, he made sure that with my EIN number that I had a credit card that says Molly Go Lightly, LLC, and that all my travel is on that card. And my gas, the things that I do, that there's a limit on the wardrobe, what I need, etc., etc.
Hey, Molly's Moose Knuckle.
And that there's a cap on it. You don't want to flag the IRS. He will also explain when you do donations to, say you want to make donations of clothing to Goodwill and that other place, Salvation Army. Always get a receipt for $400. No more than $400. It's a red flag if it's more than $400. He knows every fucking secret loophole, every fucking thing. He can help everyone out. He'll tell you what you can write out and then when to stop, what's too much, this, that, and the other thing. Now with our Airbnbs, we were at the cap with our 3 Airbnbs, what we could write off. He's like, Marissa.
Your third B&B is your own home. Wait a minute. Okay, look. I actually believe her about the Wally Boy and tax situation because, yeah, I just don't know if I'd want him to sign his name to my return, though. I don't know. I'm sure he takes every loophole and stretches them to the max. But they have their house registered with the IRS as an Airbnb too, their personal home. Okay.
Adrian sat down and said to my...
Hey, Voodoo Suit, thanks for coming in.
Said,
hey, Running Bear.
I'm not going to believe this. I shouldn't even be saying this. Adrian said, this is like 2 months ago. Like, I love around there. Maybe even a month ago. He said, hey, Jake, say congratulations to your mother. With a pumping attitude. And he said, wow, for what? And he goes, your mother last year made $170,000 in 1 year. I went, what? He goes, you did. I said, shut the fuck up. And Jake goes, how do you know? He goes, because I do your mom's taxes. He goes, yep.
Somehow I believe you really didn't realize that because you just don't care.
Fork over a few $1,000s for the fucking back taxes. I was like, I know what happened. He goes, I was expecting you to say that.
That's funny.
Yes. So,
Okay,
something interesting.
wait a minute. if you don't pay no bills for your living, that Adrian covers everything is what you always say, old Wally boy there, and his big checkbook. Where the hell's that $170,000 you made? You want us to believe that you're broke and you put nothing aside when you have old Walnuts there who's this genius at everything, doesn't have you setting up with some kind of savings account, retirement account, something, or stashing money, something. The one who knows all the ins and outs. Okay, Molly. Everyone should look up to see what an international banker makes annually. Yeah, international banker. He's an auditor. You know the rate. Hi, Julie. Thanks for coming in. Um, a friend of ours is an auditor in New York, and he's making what 120, but he's been there a while too. I don't even know if that's good for New York. But yeah, she's crying about money. I mean, how does she even make that much? Without a crystal ball's channel is huge compared to Molly. I don't know. Because there's no way she claims all those cash apps and PayPal's because they weren't reporting it before like they will now. The cap is 600. I'll be happy when I'll be so ecstatic when I get my first one. I'll probably scream. But yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You're broke.
So, here's something interesting. And this is where I learned that that I need to start changing things about myself. I went over to, and this is not bragging, this is something that I need to work on. And I have been, since I took notice of this. It said, there's a thing with...
You're right about that, T. Kelly. He's a statistician. He sits there and pushes papers all day. It's not like he's in charge of any financial accounts and moves money around. She tries to make him out to be more than he is. It's pathetic. I mean, just be honest. Who cares what he does for a living? I don't care. If he works at 7-Eleven, I don't care. I don't know why it is so important to her to put on this persona of a life that she clearly doesn't have.
Your credit card and stuff like that, where it says like your spending habits and shit like that.
My bank does that.
Yes, and it tells you what you're spending your money on, and this and that, spending summary.
T. Kelly, you did a great job on those videos. Aw, Monkey Von's mom commented on the video you made for him. Aw. Yeah, the one you did for Juan and Dre is really sweet. You do a great job.
Well, total spending, blah, blah, blah. Well, it says current year. How about last year? We'll just do December. All right, total spending of last year. Guess how much I spent last year?
How much?
On one card, just one card.
How much?
132,000.
For what?
969 fucking dollars.
For what?
Shopping. That's how much did I shop with?
Oh my God.
Tells you how much you spent on. Right. Shopping.
Wow.
49,000. $445 fucking $1,000. I spent on Christian Louboutin, Tom Ford, Target. Holy shit. Lululemon, Saks Fifth Avenue, Swarovski. Holy shit. Target. Victoria's Secret, Saks Fifth Avenue. Saks. Target, Lululemon.
Are you going to get on and do your freak out? Because I'm tired of hearing about how much money you spend.
How much?
I was kidding.
Outlet girl. We just got a Victoria's Secretion outlet. I got these pajamas. Trip at Dolce & Gabbana.
I'm trying to fast forward to see.
We buy junk.
I'm tired of hearing about how much money she spends.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. So
Then why do you show up at Target?
You bought a pair of $2,000. I don't even know how much the sneakers were. But if you're thinking that, nope.
Mm-hmm. Lori, no, I make all of it. I make the candles. I make some scents. Other scents I order. But no, I make all the candles here. I have a whole studio.
I'm going to see if I can fast forward this. It's getting on my nerves.
Candace Cameron, a whole bunch of people will do that. Tori Spelling, Jenny Garth, Jason.
Oh, she's going celebrity stalking again. I guess she's broke, but she's taking a trip. I guess Princess is going with her or something. I don't know. She knows the price of everything, value of nothing. Yeah.
Nope. Katie said nope.
I didn't think so.
Guess who's going on tour this summer?
Oh, I'm going to fast forward to this.
So tell me.
Go Lightly I wonder if Go Lightly would mind if I share. Just uploaded something there.
So tell me what's playing. Let me sign it.
Oh, they're live. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I didn't ask permission to do that. I didn't make sure it was okay first. So we'll go to. I can't listen to Molly talk anymore about how much money she blows on clothes and everything else. That's insane. I cannot. I want to hear Mallory's response. I know it's here. Yeah, here we go.
To the occasion, which you failed to do the entire.
She really goes out for Molly in this, but not to the degree that Molly has. But it's coming.
Okay, listen, listen. Your ass in the pumpkin. And I just felt like I wasn't really overly being celebrated at the ball. It was like, I think you all got this.
Now, this is Mallory's responses after Molly has put out many lives, been on live for hours. She only buys top of the line stuff, then cries she's broke. Exactly. It's a beautiful song I've written for her brother. Oh. That old hag, old ass hag sickens me. If she only saw what we do. Yeah. MGL is delusional. She's broke, but she's going to a meet and greet with Princess this weekend. About 90 stars. She's worked in the head. Yeah, I just heard that. She's crying how broke she is, but they're going to meet these D-list celebrities that could care less about Molly. They don't even know who Molly is. People are struggling, and she brags on stuff that is meaningless to me. Exactly, Running Bear. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving Mallory the I know a lot are because everybody's, Molly, because it's Molly. But, I truly believe that Mallory started all this for her content and it spun out of control. But, yeah, Mallory's, yeah. I'll
like,
listen
I
to
think
her.
you all got this without me, so to speak. I think you all got this without me. I'm going to sit my ass back on the pumpkin and go in my very own lonely way down the road, right? Good luck, ladies. Good luck, ladies, to your heels in the ground adventures and whatever comes forth with that. But I'm just separating myself from it, right? Hold on, I have to clear this.
That's Mallory's.
No phone calls, please. No phone calls, just in case. And that was my only intent yesterday, because here's the thing, what you all don't realize, what you all fail to realize, is over the past month, really over the past month, and even the past couple months, but mainly over this past month, I've been getting so many messages, right? I know you think, really, Mallory Williams get messages and emails? I do. I really do. Even though if I don't get to respond to them all, or I get back to those that I
Okay,
can. But most
you
of them,
you had me at your feelings until you went about the money. Because what it boils down to is you didn't feel like Molly spent enough money on you. In my opinion. And by the way, this is just all my opinions. Yeah, I have the banner up there, but still, I know these people.
just kind of, they're
Like
just
two strike.
giving me temperature checks. So people are they're confused. My Howies, they want to know what's going on, because my Howies, my supporters, mind you, my supporters, you can't lie to my supporters. You can't pull the wool over their eyes. These people see everything. They know all, right? Angie B, love you, thank you. The Howies are in it to win it.
Exactly, Julie.
Right? And by the way, let me just throw this in here before I forget it in the future. I know that Molly has recently referred to all of you as pay pigs, but I take umbrage to that. And
now, in fairness, Molly's not the one that started that, but okay. She did repeat it, and she shouldn't have. But Mallory, you live off of your subs when there's no reason you can't get out there and get a job, a job.
And I want to reassure that all my supporters here are just that. They're supporters. They're Howies. We have a relationship with one another. And my supporters are not pay pigs, right? I will also go as far as to remind you that you
I'm sorry,
didn't
but
mind taking the money.
I'm not saying that they're pay pigs. I don't think anybody should say that. But people that support what you do and give you money while you're doing it, like you did it at the children's hospital, nah. Not my cup of tea.
From my so-called pay pigs when I was delivering them
my
for you
keypad is
on a
wore
silver
out.
platter, sitting at your dining room table in Hershey, Pennsylvania, because they were really showing out for me and support for you. But of course, they thought you were going to, take us all out for dinner and drinks that night. We saw how that would happen. But I digress. Right?
Do you know what that means, Mallory?
You all are not pay pigs, and I'm sorry if anybody there that you supported, because I know a lot of my Howies supported Molly Go Lightly. Right?
Sorry, everybody. I don't know what happened. I lost picture, but it came right back.
But listen, honest to goodness, I wasn't having a conversation. Let's just start here. I wasn't having a conversation with Molly Golightly yesterday. It wasn't my intent to have a conversation with Molly Golightly yesterday.
But why not?
I didn't log on and start reading Molly Golightly for filth or singling her out, or anyone for that matter. Right? It's really becomes more of her problem than a me problem when she can't separate herself from a group, a trio, right? A different entity, a different happening on YouTube, which is heels on the ground. We branded it and everything, right? It's her problem that she was not able to separate herself from that group of which I was leaving.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert, who will do your taxes for you.
Okay. It's going to get all about the money. And that's what it boiled down to. If she didn't want this, she didn't have to put this on YouTube to begin with. She should have went to Molly. She didn't because she wanted content. She's going to her son's camp to Colorado or something. Yeah, Princess is going because he's the parent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard her say she was going there and Princess was going with her. I'm like, what? That's something that Wally Boy should be doing, maybe, not Princess. I don't know. I was different. I'm a different kind of parent. We do the things. We don't put it on someone else to do. Yeah, Wally Boy's, he's a nub of a little man. He's not no one to be scared of, that's for sure. Like, she wants everybody to be scared of him. For what? Be scared of what? But House of Williams here will get into it being all about the money, about that. And it boils down to she expected more. I mean, come on, what do you want? She acted like she was going to some 5-star hotel that had a maid service or something and was going to be paid for her time. It's just all about money with them.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert,
I can't do nothing about the commercials though.
what free to do, not your taxes. The thing that's different about a Virgo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself. No string.
Okay, guys, I got the commercial out of it now. Now if I can get my volume back up.
And chose to take it as some sort of personal attack or assault on her. To the point, well, we saw what happened to her yesterday. We saw the spell it put her under. Listen,
yeah, it's coming
I
though,
as
Running
much as I
Bear.
possibly
It's coming.
could before I just couldn't look at anymore.
Mallory's going to be all in her
you can only
feelings.
take
It's
in so
coming.
much. But it was unfortunate. We'll just use that word. It was quite unfortunate. The response.
I mean, the videos she just did about Summer Wells really pissed me off. But it's coming. There's no way Mallory is going to sit back and let Molly keep doing what she's doing. There's just no way. Mallory is too reactionary.
To something so underwhelming.
Exactly. No views after Memphis, yeah.
Listen,
I mean, you were
judge
before
for yourself,
Memphis.
people. Right?
Honestly, I'd never watched Mallory
I will happily
until
be your
that
pink
happened.
pig. Thank you. Wink, wink.
And then I got it
really
through someone else.
It. Listen, I'll take it. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Hitting my.
Yeah, this is the one where Mallory is totally. It's just a black screen, which I'm totally confused by.
And we're just barely getting started. Okay. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when we hit it, people. Thank you so much. But we're getting there.
But I'm not trying to shade Mallory here. So Mallory identifies as a woman.
All right. I'm trying to read and kind of have some
thoughts
with you
all
as well today. But the thing is,
she's a horrible human being.
I wasn't having a conversation with Molly yesterday. A lot of people, depending on where you were yesterday, you could have had this conversation with her behind the scenes. Well,
what? Molly is a practicing voodoo high priestess now. We better watch out. Oh my God. I put nothing past Molly. Nothing.
First of all, let me say it again. I wasn't having a conversation with her in the first place. I implore you all to go back and watch my video. I wasn't having a conversation with Molly Golightly yesterday. Sorry. Not for nothing. It wasn't about Miss Golightly. It was about my Howies and keeping them informed.
But right? What do you mean it wasn't about Molly? It was about, it very much was about Molly. What are you talking about? You felt instead of going to the person you having the issue with, that you're going to go to your subs who aren't even a part of it? What? You should have put your big girl pants on and had a conversation with Molly behind the scenes. So at least she knew to play along with this more because she didn't do a very good job of it. And you're being right now because it's more about you getting money. But you're going to drag Molly. I've heard you drag people. You're going to drag Molly and you'll do a better job than she's done. But it's coming. And then I'm telling you, Betty's going to have one of her drunken Friday nights. And she's going to be going live about this too. Because apparently she didn't care for Mallory. I don't know why. Don't care.
They see things that are you can't really, you can kind of, you clean up the slop here and there,
Molly's in
wipe
the
the drizzle
freezer.
off of somebody's mouth. You can polish the turd here and there, and they'll accept it. They'll accept it.
Oh,
to a
that's
point.
that's Mallory's phone.
That's my medicines. They'll accept it to a point, but overall, House are like, listen, Miss Williams, what's going on? What's going on? Because
You wanted money.
This doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem right. Or I don't like seeing you being treated to like this or less than this. Or listen, ask my Howies, right? Ask my Howies how they feel. Better yet, go in the comment section because guess what? There's going to be 1,000,001 Howies in there telling you all about it for the past.
You don't have 1,000,001 subs. That's
right?
impossible.
Well, imagine what they were telling me. Do you understand? All the comments and all that they've shared in the past 24 hours under yesterday's video that they decided to share publicly. Imagine what they were, a good many of them were sharing with me privately, just trying to get a temperature of what's going on. Because it's like, what's going on, Miss Williams? And I'm like, listen, I owe it to them to tell them what's going on, right? So,
but you didn't tell the person who it was about.
I'm a Republican voter. I'm a public school parent.
Sorry, I can't do nothing about the commercials.
And I'm a teacher.
Here's what, don't be alarmed, that, oh, well, Justin and I are going to do some other true crime, but only we can't afford it. Listen, that's another story. I'm not, somebody else's finances is not my business, right?
I put pay piggies in my dirty laundry video because Toasty says,
they saw
says it and I
Marissa
laugh.
and
Yeah, I
Bullhorn
see that.
Betty
It's a good
parading
video.
around Pennsylvania, right? Trying to stand out in front of people's houses.
Cool off and some of her
doing this
hate
heels
and
on the
anger.
ground type
Yeah,
work,
that'd be
right?
nice.
And they saw that, and they're like, well, Miss Williams, why weren't you there? Why weren't you there for that? I thought there was 3 people, and, but, then I went to Memphis. I said, well, I wasn't included that, but, listen, people, don't panic. So to avoid any more of that, to put my people at ease,
Okay,
right?
wait a minute. Why are you so upset about? They weren't at someone's house being hecklers on the street or anything that was doing with heels on the ground. So why were you so upset about it? I don't know.
To put my people at ease, I needed to let them know that I'm okay. I'm detaching from that group.
Those two are as
my
bad
feelings
as each
aren't
other.
being hurt here. I'm not being done wrong
But the
here because I'm
Molly is
detaching
her
from
ways
this group.
Oh, it's gonna come
That's what I had.
from Mallory too. It's gonna come. She's gonna milk this for what she can, and then she'll do it. MGL is vicious to everybody at any given time. Yeah, she is. The whole group is attacking House of Williams for Molly. Oh, they are?
To convey to these people, right? All the people that had concerns for me and my channel and want to know what the hell's been going on, what is going on, they're sensing awkwardness. Listen, apparently they're all sensing awkwardness since I returned from her. I'm just a messenger here.
Okay.
These are my Howies. They look out for me. They support me.
Yeah, 100%. They
support
financially
me
support you. You're
in every
right.
way. So they have a very genuine concern for me. So
I don't get
for
that.
me not to finally come out and say, listen, I'm backing off of the group, people. So I'm separating myself. And therefore, it's a soft breakup. This is going to be clearly a soft breakup with Go Lightly.
Okay, but why did you have to do it on YouTube publicly if it's a soft breakup? Again, you did it for the views, for the money. Look at you. And you'll make more videos about it. It's content for you. It's not nothing more. There wasn't no group to quit. What group was there to quit? Heels on the Ground isn't even legit. There was nothing to quit. You just don't watch her and just don't talk to her. It's that simple. But you're acting like you had to resign from this important position or something. You did it for content. You're not even a legit organization. Is Mallory gearing up for the big showdown? Wow, they are grown-ups. Makes you wonder. Exactly. Remember when Molly said someone said she's not allowed to take Jake places? Funny, she wants to go when Jake goes, but Princess has to go. Yeah, I thought about that when I heard her say that Princess was going. I was like, wow, you can't even take your own son somewhere without someone being with you. And that's what came to my mind. MGL attacked first at thought. Yeah. So many leeches feeding off Summer's name. Yeah. That video Mallory just did about Summer she's disgusting. Suppose it's a good distraction. Where's the money, Molly? Yeah. House of Williams, ask your buddy where the money is. Show some receipts. Show where all that money that was raised went. All that money that was raised for Vaughn McCrae that he never got a dime of? Yeah. That money.
And Bullhorn Betty. It's just, I've been around here long enough to know how to swim in these waters, right? I know what tide is going to move out and what tide's going to come in. Listen, I know all of that. But, a soft departure, just a soft, nice, friendly, nothing hideous,
but it wasn't
nothing
that.
ugly was said about Miss Golightly yesterday. That's for sure, right? That wasn't my intent, right? Let me assure everyone out there listening right now, right? If it were my intent, we're talking me of all people here, Mallory Williams from the House of Williams. If it were my intent to help prevent wet, spotty, or cloudy dishes.
Wow, they're giving her a lot of ad revenue, aren't they? I just have this uploaded the way it was. It didn't take the commercials out.
If it were my intent to snatch her up by the hair of the head and drag her in front of a community and hurt her feelings, right, and send her into spasms, if that was my intentions, let me assure you, those crocodile tears that were pouring out of her so effortlessly yesterday, listen, if I truly intended to drag this lady and did so, she'd still be sopping up the moisture from her cheeks. Because let me tell you.
And that's what I mean. That's why in my opinion, I truly think that in Mallory's eyes, this was a stunt. And she thought that Molly would see it and go along with it. And it didn't happen that way. Because, come on, you've heard Mallory, the way she talks to people and about people. But she will come out now fighting. She will come back out and she will drag Molly. But she also throws jabs at people in a roundabout way. That's just what my take on it. But she does say things, some snarky things. And, I don't know. Yeah, I think Mallory will before it's over too. Yeah. Weaponize Mallory for the attack. She'd probably do it too. She'd probably do it.
we're going to be talking about some real tears at that point. So let's understand that, people. No one was dragging Molly Golightly.
Well,
That's
in
all
a sense, you
fiction.
were, though.
That's
Just
all
because
stuff that
you didn't cuss her out and call her every name in the book and all this other stuff, in a way you were. You took this to YouTube without even talking to her. You're quitting a group that you didn't have to quit because there's really no organization to quit. This is just some made up thing you guys put on for money. Yeah, okay, Mallory.
you've
See,
made
I
up.
see this
That's all
differently.
stuff that she has created
Hi,
for
Safari.
you. And you've consumed it, happily so. But I assure you, I've drugged no one. I called no one names. None of that happened. I don't know what the hell half you people think you were watching yesterday. Clearly didn't watch. But listen.
Yeah, I think,
whatever
you know
it
what,
is,
T. Kelly, I think so too. I think Molly does know big truths about Mallory. And Molly's going to spill it because Molly can't keep on nothing. Once you piss her off, once she's mad at you, anything she ever knew about you is coming out. And she's been alluding to something to, I don't know. That's just my take on it. But she keeps saying, you could take it one of two ways. She keeps saying, woman, woman. If she's saying that because she's rubbing it in that she hasn't had the final surgeries, or is she saying it because is this a big grip being put on by House of Williams about being trans? I don't know. It could go either way. Hey, Dumpy Dump.
you claim to have watched, it was certainly not what I delivered yesterday. I suggest watch it again. Listen, you know, the weird things that were, I mean, she was just vomiting all day into the night, into 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
just
that you can do.
vomiting, just vomiting word salad all over the place, throwing spaghetti up against the wall, literally pasta up against the wall, whatever weird stuff would stick and hope to stick, right? People, to the point, understand this. To the
Exactly,
point
Safari.
where
It's
this
not
lady,
our problem,
listen,
but now Molly's going to use it.
Shut it, Golightly. Shut it. You've had your chance, right? We're all sorry about your mother. We're all sorry about your mother, right? But meanwhile, shut it. Just shut it. I think you've had plenty to say. I truly do. I think you've had plenty to say. Not for nothing. Let someone else have a turn, right? I freely and openly gave you the stage all to yourself yesterday so you could have your full-on come apart, right? Without interruption. I didn't dare interrupt such a display, right? I didn't want to intrude on such a performance, right? So I allowed you to have that all day into the night. So now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to have a couple words here, and I plan to have them, right? This fiction that I somehow was this ungrateful guest in her home, right? To the point that I would sit there and...
I think Molly Golightly is losing members because of all this crap. And if she says a word about Mal's, she will lose more. Yeah. I don't think it's going to end. And they're going to milk this for all they can. And there's going to be a lot more said. Molly thinks she's indispensable. That it's okay if she kicks people out like she was doing yesterday. And it's okay if she loses people as long as she gets to attack like she always does. It's going to get to the point where she's not going to be able to replace these subs that she keeps losing. And Mallory's going to lose too because they're both going to lose. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But they got content and they needed it. I will lay bets that Mal has secrets about Molly too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Molly doesn't keep her mouth shut. Molly talks too much. It's only a matter of time. And Mallory's going to spill the beans. Yeah. She's going to say stuff, but the thing is, my thing is with it is, How much are they going to exaggerate this stuff? How much are they going to fill it in so it sounds better? You know, and they'll do it because they're going to keep getting content out of it. And people, she's lost and Mallory has gained. Yeah. But I think before it's over, Mallory's going to show who she really is. And she's going to lose subs behind it too. I mean, I do kind of hope she hits the 10K subs. That way YouTube will review her channel. Yeah, Al, I don't know. I really don't have much faith in YouTube anymore. At one time, I was all for their process, but it just, I don't know. If her own mother isn't important to her, she is going out drinking with Princess instead. Yeah, sit there and cry and carry on about your mom. And then you start talking about freaking seaweed. Are you kidding me? In the red bloom? Shut up. And you can't go. I'd have been in that car. I lived 1,000 miles away from my mom. So it wasn't easy to get up to see her, but I did. Get in, you're 2 hours away. You can spend as much time as you want. Molly has no little kids that she has to worry about. She has no 9 to 5 job she has to worry about getting time off of. She could go anytime she wanted to. She chooses not to. That's just my opinion. But she chooses not to. There's, I don't know. And she'll be good with it. She won't have no regret. She'll be good with it. Did she make Princess sign one? I don't know. Molly signed a DNA like Molly claimed everyone has. That works or stays there. Probably another lie. Yeah, I don't think Mallory signed anything. And if she did, Molly's not going to do nothing about it anyway. What's Mallory have? She lives in a shed barn on her sister or on her mother's property. I mean, come on. The whole place was furnished by her YouTube subs. That's how she lives. I don't get it, but I don't see how it's anybody else's responsibility to pay for her. But people are doing it, and I just can't make it make sense. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that. Gabriel, the Mandalore Main. I never watched MGL. Thanks for coming in. I clicked last night after the phone call with her dad. It was so inappropriate to keep that combo online. Deal with your family, don't blast it. Oh, she always, everything is online with Molly. Yelling at her son, demeaning her son, getting her son involved in the YouTube drama. Everything's online with Molly. I think she is tanking her channel intentionally. She might be. She'll just start up another one. Because I don't know what she thought by deleting videos was going to do. Because YouTube will always have those videos. I don't know. Yeah.
And she took great contention with, apparently, that I would sit there and have a hissy fit because she didn't have beverages in the house for me, or Cokes, or Sprites, or whatever this is, right? Now, there's no evidence anywhere, there's no clip of me ever doing that to her, right? Ever going on about her beverage counter as if I was deprived of anything to drink there. But that didn't stop somebody like Molly Golightly.
It was a freaking soda. Go to the store
right?
and get one.
Or just the best that she could.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, she did it. I mean, it's this kind of dribble drabble that was coming out of her mouth the whole time.
But that's what you've complained about.
Borderline insanity. You know, and it's sad because you don't have a friend able. Not saying that you don't have friends, but you don't have a friend.
I mean, come on. Mallory wouldn't even open her drink. She even had that Gina do it. Mallory thought she should be treated like she's some type of royalty. I can't stand Molly. Everybody knows that. Can't stand Mallory either. But Mallory also was expecting far more than going to a friend's house for the weekend. I mean, you weren't at no 5-star resort or 6-star resort, whatever they are. You weren't there. If that's what you wanted, then that's where you should have went. You wanted a soda, get off your ass and go get one. I mean, she cried about the most ridiculous things. And I'm sure the dinners and the stuff that Molly did for her while she was there cost far more than $120 that she paid, that her subs actually paid for. Didn't come out of Mallory's pocket, Mallory.
Ability to pull you back off that ledge and say, listen, enough for one day. Enough for one day. Give it a rest. You didn't have that person in your life to do that. You didn't have the self-control to do that because you are a reactionary human being. Like clockwork, a reactionary human being. Right? That's why you don't know how to play the long game. You have no skill at a long game. Listen, whatever's in front of you at the moment, Miss Golightly, and it showed yesterday. All we had to do yesterday is let you ramble. Give you the floor, give you the microphone, and off to the races. That's all we had to do. And you did the work. You showed who you were yesterday. As much as you were trying to tell people who I was and what I was about, the only thing you did was show who you were, because I'm telling you right now, for what I had to contribute to that yesterday, this is what I know factually. I'm no worse for the wear today in regards to the people that already hated me. They don't hate me any more or any less than they did yesterday. So I'm no worse for the wear for that. However, for those who love me and support me,
that they
both
do,
emotionally, financially,
100%.
all of it, I'm their shero. Yesterday, I was their shero. Yesterday, listen,
What? Whose shero are you? You're not my, no. Mm-mm. I would never use sick and dying parents or missing or murdered children as content. No. Yeah, no. Promoting the very same diet they mock Drake for following. Yeah. Molly does nothing but eat. And she doesn't even eat decent stuff. She eats junk. Outright junk all the time. She wears tight Spanx. That's obvious. But she thinks that she's not doing anything to her body living on laxatives and these laxative teas. And she is. And it's going to catch up to her. And I'm sorry, but I don't think she's all that thin. She got some chunky arms. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to knock her appearance, but it is what it is. Molly is not the thin little tiny size 0 thing she thinks she is. But she's just doing damage to herself. And it's going to catch up to her. My kids are loving this. I gave them an extra hour of TV time because I limit the TV time. We do other things like play board games and go over schoolwork, whatever. But I try to limit the TV time. So they're in there laughing, having themselves a field day.
They were proud to be a member of the House of Williams. As suddenly, all of these other people that I haven't seen in months suddenly came back around to tell me how much they've missed it and how much they're glad to see this and they're just glad for the experience they had yesterday, right? And that's fine.
You're no hero, Mallory. Get over yourself. You're no hero.
Life, it happens. Round, round like a record, baby. Round, 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 round. And it was nice to see some familiar faces. Hell, Cuckoo Bee came in.
It's sad how you beg people for money. Go get a damn job.
Let's get some pink sunglasses and some pink shits for Cuckoo Bee. I mean, she sent me out $120.
This lady just sent her $120. So she's met her goal for the day that she sets every day in her chat. And now she's going to exceed her goal by a lot. I have never come on here and asked for anybody to send me anything until a week ago when my goddaughters, she's only 15, she's a young teen mom. She has a 6-month-old baby. They just lost everything. in a fire. I mean, everything. The only thing she had was the clothes on her back and what little bit of stuff she had in a diaper bag because she goes to school, so the baby goes to daycare at the school. That's all she had left. Everything was gone. The baby's bed, everything. And I didn't have that many. I came live out of nowhere. I didn't even give much notice. I didn't have many people in chat, but I've shared the GoFundMe on my Facebook. Um, and then you got these idiots. Go get a goddamn job. My goddaughter's 15. She's doing everything she can to stay in school and take care of her kid. Oh,
Just boom. Here's a little tip for you. Still love you, right? So, you know, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating seeing some of these old faces. See, here's what Molly doesn't understand, people. And this is what I try to tell her in the nicest way possible.
you're going to drop the
If you go
hammer,
back and you
Mallory.
listen,
It's coming.
if
You're
you
doing
pine
stuff
through their
behind the scenes.
streams, right? You'll hear me probably at least twice, maybe even 3 times somewhere saying, listen,
Hey, Saucy.
it cost me a lot of money to be your friend, Molly. It really did, right? I didn't make money. Let me be quite clear. I didn't make money as your friend or as your ally. I lost money. And I lost a lot of money. Because let me tell you,
Julie.
when we had our little separation,
No, I'm not a
and I
streaker.
coined you as, well, Sloppy Molly. I don't know. It still seems very fitting based on yesterday's
What do you want,
performance.
baby?
Right? When I coined you Sloppy Molly, I was having a nice little time with that for about a year. I got a lot of support, a lot of financial support. It seems that the people that don't like you pay very well, right? They bought me beautiful things for my apartment. They filled my coffers up with cash and coin, right? And do you know what come to a big halt? Right? You know, when I said, okay, I'm back with my girl again. And I knew full well that was going to be a sacrifice. But I was willing to make that sacrifice because I saw a lot of you that I've always liked and I've always thought highly of. More of you that I've liked than I've disliked, right? And that goes a long way.
Okay, what did you like about her? Because according to you, not a whole bunch of nothing. It was about the money. Come on, it was about the money. Is the Queen Beach, even if it's her mom? Yeah, I can't with the mom thing. And then her including her son in the drama crap. I would have never done that to my son at 16 years old. I've never done it to my son, period. But I damn sure wouldn't have pulled him into YouTube drama while I'm live on YouTube. But then I wouldn't put the content that they do put on YouTube. I'm too private. I can't. No. And besides that, with being a foster and going through the adoption, I would never take a chance of these idiots doing anything, even though they couldn't mess it up. But I don't trust them.
And that goes a long way. Until recently.
Come to TurboTax.
And we got an ad, people. She's getting AdSense, that's for sure.
Until recently. I'm like, yeah, no. I don't think this is worth a trade-off, people. I don't think it's any more. I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of this. I don't feel emotionally fulfilled by Molly Golightly. I mean, I don't feel like she's this friend that has really just showed up for me in any way. But my mother, I understand that. But I also understand you spend a lot of goddamn time talking about other people and other things that have nothing to do with your mother. So it's all about how we're going to parcel out our time. Clearly, you parcel out your time for family matters, and you parcel out a good much of it for friends and YouTube drama, right? I didn't feel like you parceled out enough in my direction. And what do you want from me, Mallory? Probably something to make me feel that all that money I gave up, all that support I gave up,
What?
for claiming you as a friend and standing by your side.
So you wanted paid for that?
For you against every cockroach that had their name in their mouth, right? Listen. Yes, you sent me $100 here and there, but let me tell you, honey, it was not. It was cute and appreciated always.
Okay.
But let me just.
So she expected Molly to pay her to be her friend, basically. If you gave up, why would you give up so much when you were already at war with Molly and had made many videos about her in the past? Why would you give up so much to go be her friend? You weren't there because you were her friend. You were there because it got you more views, it got you more subs. Tell the truth. It's all about money for you. It didn't have nothing to do with. Are you kidding me? I know you're getting a pass because of what Molly is doing, and Molly is way off the chains. But you pretty much just used her too. So what are you talking about? You should not have to be paid to be anybody's so-called friend. Why would you give up so much to go be friends with someone you were already enemies with?
Let us be quite clear.
Because everyone has a price. Yeah, they do.
Was that going to fulfill the void that I no longer, it was. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. Mallory has sat beside Molly and bashed the same people. Look at the crap she said about that survivor, one of the surviving victims from the Idaho 4. She sat on Molly's panel nailing this girl. Like, Mallory is, honestly, because Mallory will contain it, whereas Molly can't. Molly's very reactional. Instantaneous. She's got to jump on it. Mallory will let it stew and little by little dig it in and throw in her little snarky jabs and stuff. And then eventually she's going to let it all out. But yeah, she's, and the way she, I'm not sure who's worse, honestly. I need to watch that. I couldn't stomach them both together. Yeah, it is a lot. Them on panel. I don't know where Mallory thinks everybody wanted them on panel together because I couldn't handle it.
I have an idea. The people that used to give me a lot of money, right? Or as you now call pay pigs, right?
They still do. You just got $240 in the last couple minutes.
That takes nothing away from my Howies that I have a relationship with. It had nothing to do with having a sloppy Molly routine. We have a relationship based on all different material and getting to know me in other ways, right?
What
but
other ways?
Change the fact.
Have you watched your videos?
To be your friend, it cost me a whole lot of money, and at the time, I was willing to make that sacrifice because I thought you were worth it. Right? I thought you were worth it. Thank you, Annie, so much. Thank you. Mwah. I was more than happy to do it. I'm like, it's just money. Listen, I'll make my ends meet. My Howies will come for me.
Your subs will pay for it.
The other, right? I might not have those other donations, but it's all about the money.
They both need to get a hard slap across the face and knock out that stupid.
This is the world
we live in.
We all have to make a living. We all have to, at one point, say money matters, unless you're a go lightly, apparently, right? You do, with all the money that you have coming in, you're apparently broke. Well, I manage my money differently. It's not because I don't have expenditures that go out every month like everybody else. I know it's a nice fantasy that I live dirt-free with my parents.
You do!
Oh, if only that were the case.
That is the case. You're lying. Yeah, that live that Mal and MGL did about Lisa Marie. Yeah, that was god awful. Mallory laughed and followed along. Now she's complaining. Exactly. For months she put up with these jabs from Molly, And she gave snarky jabs herself all the time. And then when it's convenient for her or when she needs content, then the things become an issue. No, like I said, this was a content grab. Molly would rip her own intestines out to get a little fame. I believe that. I truly believe there's nothing Molly wouldn't do for a reality show. And why do they think that they're going to get a Netflix show? Who the hell wants to watch a Netflix series with Spanky and Molly and Mallory and Bullhorn Strangler and that little maggot JLR and Dolly? Who would watch that? The Netflix isn't giving them shit. They're not getting no docu-series. That was such a joke. I can't believe they really thought that and were putting money into that. But a friend ever said any of the things these two do, I'd yell at to them. Yeah, I wouldn't. They wouldn't be my friends. I never thought they were friends in the first place. Just like her and Betty. Her and Betty aren't friends. The way they go at each other, they're not friends. Friends don't do that. I mean, if you got something to say to your friend, you'd say it, but you don't go on YouTube and say it. You know, I don't buy that any of them are really friends or even like each other. I didn't know Mallory had laughed at the poor girl from Idaho. Oh my God, Saucy, yeah. It might even be in one of my videos. I have, she was on Molly's panel and they tore that girl up. Molly and Mallory was just as bad. Accusing her of all kind of stuff. Yeah, it was awful. Get back
As
to
I've got a
Mallory
nice
here.
sizable light bill that I've got to pay it within the next 2 days that I pick up, that I take care of.
Well, you
Not
should.
to
It's your
mention
light
my
bill.
other rent obligations to stay here. Nobody lives in this compound for free.
You do. You've said
This
it many
is not,
times.
Pack up your things and throw it in the yard and call it home for free. Doesn't work like that.
Mallory, it's called real life, and nobody is obligated to pay your bills but you. But don't worry, you're begging enough that your subs will pay that light bill for you, like they do every month. Go get a job. How's that? It's hosting a pity party.
Because
Yeah.
of Molly, but I'm back because of Molly. I love your tenacity. Listen, Anna Maria, thank you for $20. I appreciate it.
Drama makes them a lot of money. It sure does.
There you go. I am $20 right now. I'm 20. Never mind. Mary, listen, I was $20 away from making my
Molly
initial
hates
goal
Betty,
today.
but she knows
so
if
thank
she's
you all.
fronted her, she might get choked
We've
out.
met my initial goal. Anything else beyond this is just gravy. If you're enjoying what we're talking about today, if you're just
don't scare them,
branches and just if you're frustrated, if you're just having a spaz, if you've just been wired for the past 24 hours, or God forbid, you're still confused. You people out there who are confused, throw me $10. Throw me $10. I'll help you with your confusion directly.
Oh my God!
Right?
And people are going to give it to her. Listen.
All right. We'll put that out there for you. People say it's bad timing, Miss Williams. It's bad timing.
Did y'all hear what she said? Throw me $10 and I'll help you with that confusion. People did. People actually did. Don't get a job, don't scare them, yeah. It makes me mad with these tragedy pimps. And then, you get LB on here saying, well, I don't want him to have to go back to work because he might miss something. Do you know how many practices and games I had to miss because I was working? Of my sons? I mean, he played hockey and football. He was always playing something. And it happens. It's called real life. We needed that paycheck. Because playing hockey is very expensive. And even playing football, the football camps outside of school and stuff. But, oh my God. Yeah. It's called real life. Get a job. Your YouTube subs are not supposed to be paying your every bill, and they do, and then some. I don't get it.
Listen, take this to the bank.
All right, I'm telling everybody.
My timing is
Mallory said
right
y'all got to give $10.
Right?
So I can make your confusion go away.
I'm in charge.
so I can help
of
you
my
with it.
clock.
Recordings just got back.
Oh, they're giving her a lot of
Hey, it's Dana
AdSense.
from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local
Of my clock. No one else. Thank you, Mallory. You are, you're an ass. No, thank you. Straight with us. We love you. Thank you, Chili Chick. Thank you for lighting it up. Thank you.
I told you people were giving it to her.
My
Yeah,
timing
she
is
has a
always
goal
right
every
on
day.
time,
She
right on
meets.
schedule.
She wants to meet in her
See, I
super
don't operate
chats.
according
Yeah,
to what other people's
and her
timing
PayPal's
dictates for
and
them.
whatever
Well, what's
Cash
going to be a
Apps.
better time for you for this breakup? What's going to be a better time for you to let me tell my Howies what the hell's going on here? Because clearly...
Maybe after you told the person it's involving, Molly, before you went to your Howies. I mean, that probably would have been the thing to do, but why would you even need to tell them? For content. That's why. My youngest son played baseball, soccer, football. He was not a cheap kid. Yeah, sports are crazy. And hockey is... I can imagine what it is now. My son, if he was still here, he would have turned 43 on the 10th. I can imagine what it costs now. It was outrageous then. Oh, tomorrow's my husband's birthday. That's right, St. Patty's Day. Guess I gotta cook him a special dinner because he's gotta work. But this is, Mallory expects too much.
They deserve to know.
Why?
They deserve to know. Now, let me clear up a couple things. A couple misconceptions. Why didn't you call her? Why didn't you call her? Listen, first of all, yesterday was not the time for me to have a conversation with Molly Golightly.
Okay, but it was the time to have it with the internet?
I had a conversation with her previously, right? This is what you're not going to hear throughout all her weird ramblings yesterday. Her psychosis she was under, right? You're not going to hear what? The beverages. She can't believe she said she didn't have any Coca-Cola. Okay, people, a wrench. Oh my God, who took a wrench? People, catch up. This isn't about a goddamn wrench. It's not about a wrench. And it certainly isn't about who paid for Bullhorn Betty to get
Thanks
to
for coming in,
Pennsylvania.
Julie.
Sorry if I had a little bit of misinformation that came my way. But isn't it
Oh,
interesting
sorry to hear
how
that,
many
Dumpy
people
Dump.
thought the same thing, that you paid my way as well? So it's just very bizarre when
Prayers
it comes to
go out
Molly
to you.
Golightly that a lot of people are under this misconception that she flies people to see her.
Molly was offering
So
me
yes,
yesterday.
apparently I apologize
Happy birthday,
for
Mr.
having that
Gabby.
being misinformed, like so many other people were under the impression that you picked up the tab for Miss Bullhorn to go up there, right? But in fairness, so many people
But
seem
she
to
didn't.
be under the impression that you picked up the tab for me to go up there.
So
And I have
what?
to set that record straight. Because that did not happen.
Believe me, that
I don't
$200
know
that she
how
gave
this
you
information
covered your
is
airline
coming
ticket,
up
honey.
from the Golightly household and getting so twisted out there where people get it confused.
And all those
I don't
Cash
know.
Apps.
But I know for me, I need to let people know full well. This lady didn't get flown anywhere. I didn't get flown anywhere, people.
Okay, so all the Cash Apps she sent you, give it back. Give her the $200 gift card for the airline, because I'm sure that covered your ticket. You booked it far enough in advance, so yeah, okay. She really thought she was going to some big fancy resort, and Molly just wasn't cutting the mustard. These two actually deserve each other. They really do.
It is.
Well, they can't fight. Every bit of focus is gone from finding answers where the money went grifting. Exactly. I'm so sorry, Dumpy Dump. My prayers go out to you. March is a hard month for me. It's hard to celebrate my husband's birthday right after our son's birthday, but we don't do it till the weekend anyway because he's got to work. But yeah, it's our anniversary on the 19th too. 40 years. Big 40 years. Never thought I'd be married for 1 year, let alone 40. And we were so young when we got together. In high school. Been together way too long. No, he's my moose.
Expect to. I never expected her to fly me anywhere. This lady invited me up to her house.
Yeah, Running Bear, you're right. Wasn't that gift card supposed to be returned? Because why would you even get it for Molly? That's what didn't make sense about that gift card. Why would you have an airline ticket on your website or on your Amazon wish list, and you don't even have that airline that runs out of your airport? Why would you get if it wasn't meant for LB? And where's all that money that she had those 4 or 5 donors give her? That she claimed she was holding on to till the arrangements were made for Marvon Sr. and his wife to go back down, but yet nothing was ever done. Where's the proof that money was even given back? I question I just want some answers. There is no answers for the money. They can't account for none of it. Mallory has a butt rash over BHB. Thought that Molly was going to be the BFF. Yeah. I think she was a little pissed that Molly didn't choose sides with her and Betty. Isn't that what she offered for Marvon Sr.? Yeah, I thought so too, Elle. But remember, she also said she had 4 or 5 private donors that gave nice sums. And she was holding on to it to pay for once the arrangements were made for them to travel. But then nothing was ever done. Of course. Where's that money? Where's all the money? Hell, at least show some real receipts, not what this Veda Tata puts out there. That was as much crap as... Notice how she's disappeared. I mean, she's back around. I seen her in the chat, but I don't think she's posted any videos in a while. They were supposed to party and grift, yeah. And Molly overgorged herself. Hey, Pugs. Molly overgorged herself on food and laxatives and made herself sick. And I think she was taking them diet pills, too, because she was asking for them. Apparently, Wally Boy had them. I don't know. But he has to know, she said that part of their agreement was she had to stay clean. He's got to know she doesn't stay clean. He's not an idiot. Well, but to me, he's Molly in male form. He's just like her. I've heard the stuff he has co-signed on her lives and the stuff he says. In fact, the one I have, you can actually hear him yelling at her and her sister about heckling on the street and how they should have the laws because you shouldn't be able to do what protesters do. And Molly says, oh, well, I would never get in front of nobody's car. I would never trespass. Come on, we've seen it all. We've seen her do all of that. But yeah, I'm going to play that probably tomorrow or Saturday. I have to upload it. We'll do a couple more minutes of this Mallory because it's a long live and I don't want to do the whole thing. I got to take care of the kiddos.
My damn ticket. I went up there. And the word on the street is people
it would be wrong to keep it. Yeah, she's not returned anything. Hi, Sally. Thanks for coming in.
She didn't buy me nothing to go up there. I did that on my dime, my time, because I wanted to go. And I wanted to show my Howie's Hershey. So I had some things planned for us up there. And I knew that we were going to have a blast together up there, right? Oh, goodness gracious. Little did I know I was going to have to pull and like an old mule, Molly go lightly along the whole way. I didn't realize truly that I was going to have to carry the show, rule the roost.
Princess is going into liver failure as they feed him alcohol to entertain them. Yeah, exactly.
Prevent you, mind you, from the ultimate grift. I'm like, How many times? I mean, never has anybody been able to use the word grift in any.
You know, that's true about the gift cards. That's a good way to use the money and not have to worry about anything by buying gift cards. That's a really good idea. That's a good point. MGL used that travel card, and in order to get her money back, so forced Mallory to pay for the dinner and gas. Yeah. They got the money though, Sephora. That's what I mean. They were at that table before they finished their meal and left that restaurant. The super chats were coming in paying for their dinner. Mallory didn't really pay for anything.
Real fashion with me, the House of Williams. I don't grift anybody. I don't promise anything for anything. I don't sit there and try to pull the wool over anybody's eyes.
She's lying?
I deliver. I deliver. But literally had to save this lady, you know, even though she still took some ass slaps about it. I had to save this person from the ultimate grifter mistake, which I don't think she intended to make this mistake. I don't think she wanted to be a grifter that day. I don't think she set out to be a grifter. But let us be quite clear. What's a grift, Miss Williams? I'll tell you what a grift is.
You, Mallory.
When you sit there on your live stream, side by side with me, collecting money from my howies, mind you, from my howies that are throwing money into your coffer because you're sitting there all afternoon telling them that the money that you raise is going to take us out that night.
And it did.
It's going to take us out dancing to the clubs. It's going to take us out to eat for dinner. You invited Gina to come along so she could participate in all the festivities. It was going to take care of Gina, all of it.
Okay, now this is that Gina that was on Molly's live the day this all went down on the phone call, but now apparently has ghosted Molly, according to Molly, because Mallory gave her money and Molly gave her money. And now she's ghosted her. I don't know. But the subs did pay for it all in the end. That's Mallory did go out with Princess and that Gina, and she was so busy sitting there streaming live and just making facial expressions like she's some kind of model or something. And then the owner told her no, she had to shut it down, and she got all bent out of shape. But do I think Molly should have went with her? Absolutely. I would have. I mean, that's what you do as a host. But don't act like you paid for anything, Mallory. You didn't pay for anything. Your subs did.
That was the grift, apparently. Because when it came time to pay, suddenly not only did you want to go home, you didn't even want to pay the bill. You handed it right back to me, is what happened. When I handed it to you, you handed it right back to me. And I gave you the look. Yes, I gave you the look of death. Because I was hoping.
Yeah, Saucy, but Molly had some. I was watching Molly, one of the many lives she was doing over the last day or so. And apparently this Gina has ghosted her now. I maybe didn't answer a phone call or a text message to Molly. That's being ghosted if you don't answer her right away. But yeah, Molly was saying that Mallory gave her $100 and she gave her $150 because she had no money. And there you go. Then you're crying about your friends. But there you go, buying another friend. And why would Mallory give her money? Mallory didn't even know her. She never met her before. I don't know. Because the subs gave it to them.
Happening here. Don't make this mistake, girl.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Please see more than 2 feet in front of you. Try to see tomorrow.
Y'all can't hear me?
You sit here and try to pull this grift.
It's the most wonderful time.
Another commercial. But she's really getting the AdSense on this live. Maybe because she didn't show her face. Molly Golightly was dressed like a homeless woman. Yeah, I know.
Do you understand the comments that are becoming your way, the hate that's going to be coming your way, Miss Golightly? You have no idea. Pay this bill. This is what I'm looking at you. I'm trying to eye you down without causing a situation.
Why was it up to Molly to pay the bill, though?
The restaurant, right?
Why couldn't you pay it? What was the big deal about it?
Pull that check back and pull your goddamn card out and pay that goddamn bill like you said you was going to. You picked the restaurant.
She
You
did
took
pay
us
the next
there.
day. She took you out how many times?
You had no problem ordering, inviting anybody you wanted. Pay the goddamn bill. Show these people you're a lady of your word. Pay the bill.
But wait a minute. Didn't she pay the huge bill at Olive Garden and the Chocolate Factory and a couple other places? So what's the big deal? I still don't understand what the big deal was. The money wasn't even theirs. It was their subs that were paying for it. Okay. Mallory really is entitled.
Pay that bill. I had to make the decision right then and there to pay that bill just
now the princess has a partner while he is home.
Right? Let's just move on past it. And then we have to have more of a scene of now how you're going to bail on us and just dump the party altogether, right? Oh, because you got to take a shit. Because somebody told you it was a smart idea to take a bunch of laxatives while you have company coming in from out of state. Someone in the Go Lightly house just said, hey, you know what you need to do? Here's a good idea. Here's a good idea. But no, you had to bail out on us, leaving me to hold the bag. Because now I've got Gina, which I have no problem entertaining. She was a lovely gal. But I've now got Gina to look after.
Why do you have to look after her? She's grown.
Been, introduced and placed with Princess under the guise that he's going to be our caregiver or our tour guide. But let's face it, I'm going to be his babysitter, and I'm going to be able to, I'm going to handle it. I'll handle Princess too, right? And yes, I'll pay for the food. I'll pay for the cocktails. I'll tip the server. I'll do all this stuff that you never did with the money that you claimed that you took from all my pay pigs and a good many of yours, by the way, right? You just cashed in your chips and called old Walter and said, come get me. Mama's ready to go home, right?
Exactly, Sally.
That's a grift, lady. That's a grift. And if I wasn't there to save your ass, if I wasn't there to make sure that show moved on without a hitch, what if I was a Molly Golightly, right? What if I decided, well, yeah, I'm with you. You're not feeling good. Let's just go. Let's just go. Even though we promised these people a night out, a really good time,
okay, but you don't have to entertain YouTube. You're making it more than it really was. You went there thinking you should be treated like the Queen of England, and it didn't happen. And honestly, honey, it wouldn't have happened in my house either. I'm just saying. I'm not a 5-star, 6-star resort, whatever you want to give them stars. I'll cook for you. I'll even go out with you, but not every night because I got kids. I got a life too. You went out. It wasn't a big thing. I mean, I get it because I couldn't even go visit Molly. So I get my hats off to you for that. Because I know, couldn't do it. Couldn't even be on the same roof with that thing. No, I'd be in trouble. But you went there for the money, not because you cared about Molly or you were her friend. And she basically did pay for your trip. She gave you the airline card. She's been super chatting you right and left a couple times a month. And for once, Molly has receipts. She showed everybody her phone. That'll be the only receipts we'll see because we won't see none for the other money. All that money that your little buddy raised. Yeah, we won't see none of that. I don't know. This is a long live, and there's still another hour or something left, so we'll have to pick it up next time. I got my kiddos. I'll cam back up. I got my kiddos to get ready for bed, and it's hard to do live without the hubby home with the little ones. They're not old enough for me to just say, okay, bedtime. He just turned 5 and she's 7.5. But they're being good. You can hear Kathy and Mount. Thanks, Sally. I don't know. This is going to keep going. I'm sure Molly's going to be doing YouTube to death. I'm waiting for Bullhorn Betty's drunken rage over this because it'll happen. And Justin, Spanky Boy, he has no backbone. If he was truly a friend of Mallory's, he wouldn't even be in the middle of this. Actually, he'd have told Molly to shut the hell up a long time ago. Because Molly's just really spewing a bunch of garbage that she shouldn't be spewing. She could do this, and with the info I'm sure she has, Molly could have really, really spun this and really. She could have handled this so differently. By her doing her typical reaction of yelling and screaming and fake crying and cussing out and putting down, tearing down, she could have spun this with the info she has and really turned it in her favor and really did some damage. But of course, she didn't do that because she's not that smart. Hi, Nanya. Thanks for coming in. I didn't even know you was in here. Were you in the bushes again? But yeah, this is gonna get even crazier, I think. I'm curious to see what Molly's either gonna be all out on something, or she's gonna be in bed sick as she'll have something, and she'll need money, and she'll get it. But these goals that this Mallory has of meeting every day, how can her subs afford that every day? It's maddening. And she could get a job. A job would not hurt her a bit. And from what I understand, she feeds the chickens and the cows and stuff on her mother's property. I don't know if that's true. Well, Molly said, but maybe that's what covers her rent. I don't know. All I know is she lives a pretty decent life off her subs. Because she sure travels. Oh, that's right. It's not traveling because it's in the States. To Molly, that's not traveling. But yeah, they go enough places. But Molly's so broke, she's going to meet and greet this weekend. Then she's going to Colorado. And they're paying for Princess to go as well. Because God forbid she be alone with her son. She might actually have to do something. Now, Princess will go handle everything with Jake. I'm pretty sure of that. I just... Hey, Brittany. Hills just released a post saying Bullhorn Betty is pulling a third-party scam. Oh yeah, I seen that. I was watching someone sent me a clip of Betty's live the other day. They're doing a raffle, a third-party raffle, and they're not allowed to do it on YouTube. Betty even says she's not allowed to do it on YouTube. She's not even nothing to do with it on YouTube, but yet she shares it on YouTube and shows us pics of it and where to go. And yeah, they're selling these overpriced sweatshirts and stuff with their so-called sayings on them, and the money's supposed to go to Heels for their travel and expenses. Yeah, tickets are $1 and $5, and you win one of the sweatshirts or T-shirts. Yeah, I seen that. I was like, yeah, okay. And then she made it clear that YouTube told her, no, you can't do the third-party fundraiser. You can't do the raffle on YouTube. But she shows it anyway. It's funny. I don't know where they get these people that have all this money that can keep supporting them. I don't know. No way. They give them a better life than they have, it seems. The group of people are getting away with so much shit. Yeah, they are. Too much. Too much. And that's why I've lost faith in YouTube. I'll take my glasses off. This is, like I said, they don't have any big story, to talk about right now. So they're using each other for their content. I have broke subs. Sorry. That's okay. Someday I'll get my first one. At least my subs are right along with me because I'm broke too. My husband works for a living. I'd probably have more money if we didn't raise everybody else's kids. But, I love kids. Can't help it. I have everything on her mod that makes the shirts. That's why they tried to dox me. Oh, I uncovered her scam trying to get $3K. Oh, Oh, you go, T. Kelly. Put that in a video. Yes. I knew there'd be some kind of scamming behind it. I knew it wasn't. I mean, yeah, they're telling people that the money is for heels, but they're not heels. They're not even legit. They're not allowed to have a raffle to benefit that. They don't. They're not registered. They're not. And I think some of the phrases on the shirts are stuff that they repeat that, have been out there that they're claiming as theirs. Like the no justice. Yeah, I seen a couple of them. Betty showed them on her catching first live of yours. Oh, thanks for coming in, Story Night. Yeah, I'm not buying a raffle ticket because they got them $5.99 sweatshirts that they're gonna be pushing off for $50. She didn't say I didn't notice what the goal was, but every raffle, I'm sure there's a goal. I don't get how they're getting away with it because they are not heels on the ground. They are not legit. They're not registered. They're not nothing. I don't know how they can hold a raffle. She makes shirts for them to skirt YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of them are doing that now. They're doing it through their Facebook and stuff and not on YouTube. I'd never participate in a raffle from them either. And I think they're going to end up with some trademark issues because some of the sayings that they're using, they are trademarked and they shouldn't be using them. Well, guys, thanks everybody for coming in. I appreciate you. Hit that like button and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get my subs up, but I'll be probably going live either tomorrow or Saturday. I just can't wait till Wednesday when my new computer's here and I can actually share content, not just have to play it. But everybody, thanks for coming in. I'll see you next time. Night.